Wake up, grand rising, let's hop out of the bed and get started with our day. A lot of us don't know how to start the day because we're immediately going to our phone and disconnecting from our highest self. So in this video, I'm going to give you guys a nice, fabulastic rundown on how I go about my morning routine, the optimized man, vital man rising routine that will help you move along with your day and you can coincide it towards your life. A lot of things I go through, anyone can do. They can take advantage of, and it'll help you have a vibrant, energized day ahead instead of feeling tired and drained after doing the wrong things in the morning, like going straight to your phone and going straight to work, yada, yada, yada. So let's talk about the Vital Man Rising routine, at least my rising routine. It doesn't necessarily mean the Vital Man Rising routine, but it can be for you if you try it out. I'm sure you're going to reap the benefits. So let's jump into my Grand Rising routine. What's up, all you wellness whippersnappers? Let's jump into it. Let's go into it right away. My name is Christian Van Camp. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a holistic lifestyle and performance coach for men. I help them up-level their health inside and out with the InnerFit program, which truly it all starts from the inside out. On top of that, I'm really big on all things optimization and just testing things, being a guinea pig, right? A human guinea pig. And so I've, delved myself into the world of holistic health and wellness over the past 8 years. Fitness optimization, building muscle, hypertrophy. On top of that, I've tapped into the nutritional arsenal of everything holistic nutrition. It's not just what we eat, it's when, it's how, it's why. And on top of that, I'm really big on spiritual fortitude and really coming inward. Hence why I created the program InnerFit. So let's jump into the overall routine and how I go about my day in the morning during the first hour of the day. Every single grand rising, when my alarm goes off or I wake up naturally right around 7 a.m. when the sun rises, I rise with the sun. I open up the blinds and remove the window because the window actually blocks out a lot of the natural UVB and UVA and the photons, which can wake you up. So make sure when you wake up in the morning, get some natural sunlight. So I lift up that window and I get that sun exposure on my face right in bed. It's amazing. And I sit there laying, meditating, focusing on conscious breathing because I just went 8 hours without any sort of breathing, right? That is conscious. It was all unconscious. So I get some conscious breathing, really expanding the lungs, and I lay there for around 10 minutes with my cats, just meditating. I decide not to opt on the phone or do any of that kind of nasty stuff because it really messes with my brain and my dopamine receptors for the day. So I sit there meditating and purring with my cats. And the first thing I do is make my bed because that's the first accomplishment of the day. Making the bed, it feels amazing to move forward in the day when you start with small accomplishments, right? Gives you that little dopamine rush to keep moving and that motivation to going forward. So I make my bed and I head on over into the bathroom where I wash my face, clean off all the gunk, physically, which cleans me off spiritually. And then I put on some nice clean oils like jojoba oil, which I talked about in my previous video, which you got to check out on skincare products. Really good for the skin. I nourish my face with some jojoba oil. And then I'll also add some rosemary oil for my hair and mesh it all in, put a little bit of that on my face, and I feel real moisturized and ready for the day. And I give myself a nice little sexy, like, you look good, man. I love you for who you are. Because self-love is number one, and I recommend the same for you. Give yourself love first thing in the morning to start the day. Oh, and I also make sure to tongue scrape to remove all the nastiness, right? This is an ancient Ayurvedic technique that's been used for thousands of years, and it's removing a lot of the AMA, which is just nasty mucus and production overnight. So removing that, cleansing my mouth, and it feels really good. I don't brush my teeth personally. I just tongue scrape in the morning. Sometimes I'll coconut oil pull, take a spoonful of coconut oil, slather it in the mouth, and that's really antimicrobial, can whiten the teeth and be good for the overall mouth microbiome. Then I'll trek on downstairs where I'll head on out into making my elixir, my morning grand rising energy elixir. This includes some natural quality salt like Redmond Real Salt, some electrolyte powder. On top of that, I'll freshly juice some organic lemon, a whole lemon I'll put in there. And then I'll add on top of that with the electrolytes, or it's perhaps just a half a teaspoon of salt, I'll add the lemon, and then I'll add the apple cider vinegar. And that trio right there is potent, it's powerful, it's good for the digestive fire, boosting metabolism, and getting me started for the day. So I'll drink around 25 ounces of that, mixed with some filtered water in the morning. And then I'll grab some digestive enzymes, mastizymes, and along with that, some probiotics. And I take those fasted in the morning because they're really powerful for boosting your metabolism. And they're used as proteolytic enzymes and probiotics. So they can be used for overall increasing autophagy, which is basically your cellular cleanup crew. So it helps me, while in a fasted state, process a lot of stuff overnight and improve inflammation markers. And I'll take the Shilajit with my elixir, which is this potent resin from the Sherpas, the legit one I take. It's purified and it's chock full of humic and fulvic acids, minerals, trace elements, and things that can really boost testosterone. There's clinical studies on that, so it's not some snake oil stuff. And on top of that, it is great for detoxifying the gut. So I take Shilajit every single morning, a nice little pinprick of it. And then I'll walk up to my local woods. There's this beautiful woods right around my house, and I'll walk barefoot out there, and I'll get some mindful movement in. I'll focus on getting some qigong and natural movement to wake the bones, a little bit of respiration in on that walk, and get that natural sunlight all throughout the body. Even on a cloudy day, that amount of lux, the LUX in the sky, is about 100,000 times greater than any artificial light indoors. So that can wake up your circadian clock and set you up for an empowered day ahead. So I go outside, get some qigong in the woods, some natural movement like Zen swings, and then I'll throw in a little bit of juggling because I love to juggle and get some hand-eye coordination and get some of that going in the day so my noggin feels crystal clear and sharp. And do all this barefoot because grounding is stacked with it, right? Getting those negative ions of the earth. So grounding outside, sunlight, stacking the elements of nature, natural primal movement, stacking in some meditation, a deep meditation for around 5 to 10 minutes, just centering myself before I provide all the stimulatory effect for content and things throughout the day. And then do some breath work. Like for instance, I really enjoy breath work like this. Rotating the neck, opening up the overall throat chakra, and that is some breath of fire. So I'm just working the diaphragm and getting everything conscious again. One thing I wanted to add is cold therapy. So doing an ice cold shower first thing in the morning, oh my gosh, that's a nice little pick me up. A 250% increase in dopamine, epinephrine, adrenaline, waking up the bones. It's a powerful way to go. So do some cold therapy in the morning too if you want to ignite your day. After spending around 10 to 20 minutes out in nature, I'll head back home, barefoot of course, and I'll hop on into my red light therapy. I'll do the full body red light therapy to get some even more natural boost in just overall circulation and improvement of the skin health. Red light therapy is super powerful, photobiomodulation, the near infrared wavelengths, and along with that is the red light diodes. They're really good for the skin health, and it's good for penetrating deeper for recovery and fitness and overall healing, mitochondrial health, which is your energy creators of your body and cells. And then I'll read with that. I like to read with that. Or I'll stack some journaling with it too. But most of the time I'll journal outside before I go into the red light. I don't have any particular order of this stuff. I just kind of do it and I know it's default and there's an autopilot in me. So journaling is a must. Journaling about gratitude, my intentions for the day, listing out what are my particular goals and big wins I want to accomplish and habits, and just giving a lot of gratitude for myself, what I'm providing to the world, my purpose, and my family. Just a lot of gratitude for my family. I always go back to them. They seem to be on the forefront of my mind quite a bit. But overall, I'm just like super, just so passionate about natural health. And everything I express this whole entire YouTube video is really just coming back to myself before I give energy to others. And I think every man and every woman can take advantage of this, because if you can center yourself before you give energy to your work, your career, other people, conversations, social media, you're gonna feel so much happier in life. So yes, if you got some benefit out of this video, which I know you did because you tuned in all the way through and you're here right now with me present through this screen, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you get updates on further videos coming out. My YouTube channel is growing, guys. This is just the beginning. Things are going to be expanding big, and I want you to stay connected with me. And if you got more questions, please don't hesitate to reach out on other platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, mostly Instagram. I love Instagram because it's a little bit easier to have a real community and connection with people. But love you guys, and I'll see you on the other side.